So in today's video it's going to be actually no work and just talking about anchor points and pretty much the 3 anchor points that I use. And yeah, so we'll get on to the first one. Okay, so number 1 is a base tie, which I'd use more for if the tree was a really dense tree and it's hard to get an isolated shot with the throw line. So what I'd usually do with that is keep it simple. I don't like to be too complicated. It's literally just a running bow line. It's literally all I do. So super simple. And just do a stop and up, finish off however you want. You can do Yosemite if you wanted, but I just do a stop and up. And then just cinch it off, and then if you want you can just add an alpine into there as well, so then you have something there to clip into if you have to really do an emergency rescue. And literally that's all I do. But this is probably literally, I'd hardly ever use a base tie now. It's very rare now. Pretty much I'd say 90% of it is all canopy ties. So yeah, that's that. Alright, so if I was doing a removal on this tree, all I would do, because generally you always come back to the top last, is just again, keep it simple, and I just do a running bow line. That's all I do. So again, same thing, do the running bow line, and then I haven't got enough there for a stopping up. And then, because like I say, you always usually come back to the top right at the end to take the top out, and then you just descend down the spar then. So, running bow line, stopping up, and then because I'm always usually extra safe, so I just put an extra carabiner in there, just onto the splice, back onto the rope just as an extra backup, and that'll be it. And then say you're taking the top out, you're just on a single spar then, and then to come down you just obviously take off this, just clip it onto your tail, and then when you go to retrieve it then you go down, say whatever 10-foot section, whatever it is you're doing, and then you'll be able to put your lanyard on and then just pull these two together to retrieve it. Nice, quick, simple, that's all you need. If I was to do 2 anchor points for a climb, and then I'd either, if it was just a single leader, I'd just do another running bow line below this one here, just because it's lower than the other one. And if you were to do it, add more options like you do in this tree, you could always go and just have it on a complete separate anchor point there and have the 2. Just like that is what I would do. So that's anchor point number 2. So if I was pruning this tree and I was obviously going to do maybe a couple of redirects here and there, and then having to retrieve it at the end, I like to use a snake tail, and as my kind of tying, it's just doing a knot blocker is all I do. So I'd set it up like this. The knot blocker would go on the ring side. I like to use the ultra locks, quad locks, whatever they're called, as the carabiner up there. And then you could just go through like that as the stop and knot, or you could put carabiner in there, and then I have this, so then if you have any slack in the rope it won't fall down and like trail your rope down to the floor, because I'd have a second rope on here which would add weight onto here, which would be my retrieval line. So that's how I'd have that set up. like that, and then you can add like a bag with, say, another retrieval line, like a throw line, and have it over a higher limb, and then whether you'd snap this free like that, you can then bring the bag down with you, and then you'd use that bag to catch your cambion saver as it fell to the ground. It wouldn't fall, and in this setup it would fall to the ground. But yeah, that's what I do for my pruning canopy tie. Yeah. So another good advantage of this is, say you've done this section of the tree and you wanted to move it for whatever reason, you can just literally unclip it, move it over here, and say I want the anchor point here, or you just change your mind, and then you just move it over here and just clip it onto the correct side, and there you are again, it's on. Click on your retrieval line, and now you're anchored over here. Simple. So yeah, those are my top 3 favourite anchor points to use. All, I think, pretty simple, really. I guess this one here is a bit more technical, but again, once you've done it a few times, it's pretty simple, really. So if you liked the video and you liked these anchor points that I use, give it a like, and comment what you think, whether there's other anchor points that you use. I know there's quite a lot out there, and other options which all are very good as well to use. This is just my personal preference, and yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next video.